Hi everyone, my name is Merisha and I'm one of the instructors for the Brain Body Balance class. The Brain Body Balance class is a fall prevention class. So we do things to help improve our balance, strengthen our muscles, and do some cognitive challenges while we work. This is Labor Day weekend, so I hope you guys are all doing well and been doing something fun for the Labor Day holiday. If you are joining us for the first time, you can use water bottles, light dumbbells, 2 soup cans. You don't have to have any weights at all. You can just join in the movements and enjoy the class. We'll work in and out of the chair, so whatever is comfortable and best for you, choose those options, do both or do one or the other. It's quite fine. So we're going to get started with our warm-up. I will be working in and out of the chair, showing you the different movements depending on where you're at. I will hopefully remember to do some modifications for you guys. So at any point in time, we're doing something out of the chair. Say we are doing some leg work and that's something that you're not quite able to do. If you're going to remain in the chair, you can do some calf raises. You can do some leg extensions. If we're doing some balance work that's out of the chair, but you must stay in the chair, you can lift up 1 foot, hover above the floor for a few seconds. You can raise your arms up overhead to add to that, making sure you're engaging your core. So there's some moves right there that you can stay in your chair and do if we're doing some work out of the chair. For our cognitive piece today, we are going to be doing a little memory basket. So these are some random items, 5 items that I'm going to show you and that you're going to remember, recall throughout our workout. And at the end, we'll see just how many you recall. So again, these are just random items, not like our little shopping bag that tend to relate to things that you'll buy at the grocery store. So first item is a candle, vitamins, headphones, a stapler, and mask, face mask. Those you should remember. So again, face mask, stapler, headphones, vitamins, and a candle. So there's our memory box. Those are things that I will ask about during our workout, our cognitive challenge, for you to recall. And at the end, we'll see how many you can recall. So let's get going with our warm-up. In your chair, start lifting your feet, pumping your arms, your little seated march. Out of your chair, stand up. You can move around, move forward, move back, walk around the chair. Whatever works for you, just start lifting those feet, raising those knees up high, pumping those arms. Get the heart rate up a little bit as we get into our warm-up and our stretches, and then we'll start doing some resistance training. So again, I hope you guys are doing well and have had a nice Labor Day weekend, enjoying the Labor Day holiday today. Maybe having a little cookout. Just stay hydrated. All right, now let's go to a little heel push. So we're going to push that right heel out front and pushing our hands out in front of us and alternate to the left. Right heel and left heel. Push the hands out from the chest. You can do this in your chair. So if you're seated, you're doing the same thing. Push the hands out, tap out the heel. Great. Now take the hands up overhead, but keep the heels going out in front, tapping out, push up overhead. Just a few more. And take it back to that seated march or that standing march. And let's bring it down to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Bring it back to your chair if you're standing. Make sure those water bottles, weights, or soup cans are out of the way. And let's warm up our ankles. You're going to sit up nice and tall in your chair. Bring your feet up off the floor and point and flex your feet. Have to keep those ankles nice and strong and flexible. Excellent. Bring the left foot down, keep the right foot up, and I want you to draw circles in the air with your toes counterclockwise. And reverse direction. Now point and flex that right foot again for me. And bring that right foot down, left foot up, circles. And change direction. And point and flex that foot for me for a little bit, a few more times. And bring that foot down. Now, if you can, bring both feet up again, or keep the heels on the floor. Bring the toes together, and then the heels. Toes, and then heels. If you're on the floor, there you go. And let's do one more, toes, and then heels. Great. Feet down on the floor, sitting up nice and tall in your chair. Shoulders down and back. Take the right hand up and back. Big arm circles. Let's do one more. And left arm, bringing the hand up and back. Big circles. If you have any shoulder problems, just reduce it to the range of motion that is comfortable for you. Or just roll your shoulders back. There you go. Now I want you to reach down to the floor by your feet, like you're going to pick up something off the floor, and come back, pull those elbows back, and reach down again, come up, and pull back. Let's do 3 more. Now 2 more. And the last one. Great. Take it up out of the chair, take it to the right side of your chair. And we're going to do our calf stretches. I'm just going to turn to the side so that you can see what I'm doing. Step back with that right foot. Press that heel to the floor. And I want you to give me a slight lean forward and back. So you can use both arms or just one arm with the other hand supporting you on the chair. And just reach forward slightly, getting a nice little stretch into that right calf. And let's do one more. Great. Now let's stretch that right hip flexor, keeping that right foot back. You're going to give me a slight bend to that right knee. And then you're going to tilt your pelvic area forward and back. Get a nice little stretch into that right hip flexor. So if you're doing a lot more sitting these days, that hip flexor tends to get a little tight. Maybe you've had some tightness in your back. So it's really important for you guys to get up and move around, whether it's walking up and down your hallway, walking around your living room. Just get up and move around for a few minutes and relax. Now we're going to do our heel toe rock. So again, arms are optional. You can always have a hand on your chair for support. But you're going to reach up nice and tall, coming up on the toes of your right foot. And then when you swing back, you're coming up on the heel of your left foot, pushing your hips back. And reaching up nice and tall, and back. Reach up, and back. Again, support if you need it. Arms are optional. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Great. Really warming up the hip. Let's do our leg swing. And this can also be a bit of a balance challenge for you to work on your balance. You're going to keep that left foot planted on the floor. That chair is always at your side for support. You're going to bring that right knee up, straighten out the leg, and swing that that foot back, knee up, straighten the leg, and swing the foot back. There you go. So here's where you can work on balance by letting go of the chair or having a light touch to the chair until you feel comfortable in letting go. And one more. Great. To the other side. And you're going to step back with that left foot. Press that left heel down. Reach forward and back. Stretching out that left calf. Let's do one more. Great. Bend that left knee. Tilt the pelvic area forward and back. And one more. All right, let's do our heel toe rock. Keeping that right foot flat on the floor as we come up on the toes of our left foot, and then swing back and come up on the heel of your right foot. Reaching up and reaching back. Great. Reach up nice and tall. And let's do one more. Reach it up and swing it back. All right. Excuse me. All right, let's do our side squats. We're going to act like we're going to sit to a chair to our right side and then a chair to our left. So our feet are about hip width apart. And I want you to squat to the right, stand up, and squat to the left and up. Squat to the right, push through your feet, squeeze those glutes, and squat to the left. Good. Nice, guys. Range of motion, you take it as low as is comfortable for you. No need to go too far down. One more to the right. Last one to the left. Awesome. Heel bump, hip bumps. Bump it to the right and bump it to the left. Warming up those hips. And now let's do our hula hoops or big circles with our hips. Big circles. Add your arms if you want. Don't be shy. Have fun with it, guys. Exercise activities like this should always be fun. Let's reverse. Good for us, but a fun thing to do. And let's do one more. One more. And there you go. Fantastic. Take it back to your seat. Or if you want to stay standing, you can stay standing. Bring your hands out in front of your fingers nice and spread open wide and close and open. Stretch out those fingers. Get a good stretch in your hands. And take the hand, your left hand, and gently press back the fingers on your right hand. Just a gentle press. You're not pushing them back very far. Just a gentle stretch to that hand, to your wrist. Now release. Drop the hand down and gently press on the back of your right hand. Again, just nice and easy. You feel a little stretch. And now switch over to the left hand. Gently press the fingers back. And drop that down. And release. Now circle the wrist. And reverse direction. And relax. Shake out the arms a little bit. All right, let's stretch out our spine. Bring the right arm down. Take that left arm up and over to the right side. Just get a little lateral flexion over to the right side. You're not leaning too far. And bring that left arm down, right arm up and over. That feels really good. Let's do that one more time. Over to the right side. And over to the left. And sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands to your chest and let's do a little spinal rotation. So think of at least one item in that basket, something that we're all very familiar with these days. You're right, that will be the face mask. Fantastic. All right, let's look down at our lap and look up at the ceiling. Back down at our lap. Back up at the ceiling. One more time down at our lap and up at the ceiling. Now look straight ahead and turn and look over your left shoulder. Another item in that basket is something you might wear when walking or working out. When you're wanting to listen to something, back over the left shoulder and back to the right. And if you said headphones, fantastic. Look straight ahead. Good. All right, guys, it's that time for our 2 minutes in and out of our chair. So options are staying in your chair and working from your chair, or stand beside your chair or behind your chair if you want to use that for support, and do air squats. So feet flat on the floor, toes pointing straight ahead in line with our ankles and our knees, so that when we go to stand up, we push through our feet. Use your chair if you need to. Coming up nice and tall, squeeze those glutes, and then back down to your chair. Engage your abs as well as you're coming up. So use your chair, cross at your chest, hands at your thighs if you want, as you're coming up and down for those 2 minutes. Or stand beside your chair. Feet are the same way, about hip width apart, and do air squats. You can stand behind your chair and use that for support as well, and do the squat. Your choice, pick your spot. We have 2 minutes of work. Go at your own pace. Rest whenever you need to. Drink plenty of water when you need to. Anytime you feel a little lightheaded and dizzy, I want you to sit down, catch your breath, drink some water, take your time. 2 minutes, and let's go. Standing up nice and tall, pushing through your feet, squeezing those glutes, engage those abs. Think about that memory basket while you're doing this. Something else in that basket you will find on a desk, and it helps you put stacks of paper together. A stapler. So far you've recalled 3 items. You're doing great. Push up. Control sitting down. Don't just plop down. Control that movement by engaging your abs, using those quads. Helps us get up off the chair, off the sofa. Good. Strong legs. You have less than a minute, guys. You're doing great. Keep it up. Take a break if you need to. Jump back in when you're ready. Another item in the memory basket. You may use it if the lights go out, if your power goes out. Sometimes you have them on a cake. I know you all are saying a candle. Fantastic. Good job, guys. 23 seconds to go. Ten seconds. The other item is something that you should get through your food, but sometimes you need to take a supplement, also known as 2 minutes vitamins. Fantastic. Good job. That was your 2 minutes. Take a break with some water. Catch your breath. I know you guys all did fantastic. Take a moment. While you're catching your breath, I'm going to go through our strength training exercises, our resistance training exercises, which we'll do some ab work as well today, and then our balance exercise that we'll do. All right, so for the first exercise that we're going to do will be a front raise with palms facing in, out to a T, down to your side, and back to the front. Just like that. And then your next exercise, excuse me, will be bent over rows. So you can also stay in your chair. You might scoot a little bit closer to the edge of your seat. You're going to bend over your lap, looking down at your toes, and you're going to bring your elbows up to your side. So you're here, and you're going to bring up both arms. I have the back of my chair blocking my way with the other arm, so I'm just showing you with one of what it should look like. If you're standing, you're going to hinge about 45 degrees at your hips and pull up with both arms. Pulling the shoulder blades back together so you look like that, okay? That's your second exercise. And then we're going to do our seated ab crunches. So we're going to be in our chair, close to the edge of our seat. You can hold your weights at your chest, and you're going to do your seated ab work. Or if you have the space, you can take it to the floor and do some sit-ups, whatever you're comfortable with. And then our last exercise, which will be our balance work. And I'm sorry to say, a few more squats. All right, well, we'll only do 8 reps each side for this one. Our feet will be about hip width apart. We're going to do a little squat and then come up into some balance. And then we're going to alternate. Just like that. So that'll be our balance work. So you can also stand just behind your chair and do it if you need that support. And if you're in your chair, this is where I want you to lift that foot up and hold it just above the floor for a few seconds and lower, and bring up the other one and lower. You can raise your arms up overhead to give you a little bit of a challenge. Engage your abs as you're doing that movement. Okay, we're going to do all of these exercises, these 4 exercises, for 3 sets, anywhere from 8 to 12 reps. So I'll let you know what the reps are when we get ready to do the exercise. So now we're going to do our front raises to our T's. Grab your water bottles, soup cans, or light dumbbells. And if you don't have anything to give you some resistance, perfectly fine. You can just do it without any sort of weights in your hands. All right, so if you're in your chair, bring up your arms shoulder height, palms facing in, open to a T, and bring it down. Bring it back to the front, open, and down. Really working the shoulders. So if you have some shoulder issues, I want you to just do it within the range of motion that's comfortable for you. Or if some or part of this movement bothers you, do the one that doesn't. So maybe it's just the front raises that are okay for you, but when you go to take it out to the side that aggravates you, then just do the front raises. Let's do 6 more. And 5. Here's 3. And 2. And last one. Fantastic. Good job, guys. Sit your weights down. Roll your shoulders back. Get a little stretch. Loosen up. Now we're going to do our bent over rows. So whether you're seated or standing, scoot a little bit closer to the edge of your seat if you're seated. Bend out over your lap. Pull your elbows up at your side, retracting the shoulder blades back, and lower your arms back down to the floor. Look down at your toes. Don't look up at me once you start doing the exercise. You want to keep that spine in line. You have 4 more. Really squeeze those shoulder blades back. 2 more. Last one. Great. All right, let's do our abdominal work. And I'm just going to turn sideways in my seat so that you can see the movement, but you stay scooted close to the edge of your seat so that there's just a little bit of space between your back and the back of your seat. You're going to hold the weights at your chest, and you're going to go for about 20 seconds. And you're going to lean back towards the back of your seat and come forward. So pull that belly button to your spine and then bring it forward and get a nice little crunch. So clock has started. Recline back and crunch forward. If you're on the floor and you can comfortably do a sit-up or maybe you're doing an abdominal crunch, then great. And last one, good job. Now let's take it up out of our chair. We're going to do our balance work. So be safe. Use that chair for support if you need to. We're going to have our feet about hip width apart. We're going to do that squat. Come up, bring that right knee up. It doesn't matter, it's just as long as you bring that foot up off the floor, how high you bring up. I just want you to engage that movement to where you're having to balance on one foot. So the knee doesn't have to be high. Bring the foot back down and left foot up. So join in. Here you go. We're only doing 8 of these, and that's 3. 4 more. Two more. Last one. Great. All right, guys, second round. This time I'm going to do the exercises standing up. You can stay seated. Bring the arms up, palms facing in, out, and down. Take your time, go at your own pace. You don't have to keep up with me. Do as many reps as you are comfortable with. We have 6 more. Last one. Great. Bent over rows. Hinge over about 45 degrees. Arms are straight down, palms facing in. Pull back nice and strong, pulling those shoulder blades together and release. Pull back. We're doing 12 reps. Here's 7. And last one. All right, to our chair for our ab work or to the floor, wherever is comfortable for you. Scoot closer to the edge of that seat. And let's go. Lean back. Pull that belly button in and lean forward. Good. Really engage your abs. And last one, let's just do one more. And relax. Fantastic. All right, now you're going to take it up out of the chair for the balance work. And let's squat Bring the right foot up and squat and left. Make sure you have your balance first. So take your time. Good, we have one more. There you go. All right, last round. We've got this. Doing great. All right, got your weights, water bottles, soup cans. Bring the arms up, out, and down. Good. Think of one of the items in the memory box. Two more. I thought of headphones. Maybe you thought of something different. Ready? Hinge at your hips, arms down, pull back nice and strong. Try to think of all 5 items. Two more. All right, ab work to your chair. 20 seconds. Let's go. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Fantastic. Last time for that balance work. So if you're in your chair, you're going to lift that right foot, lower it, and then left. You're standing up, you're squatting, and then bringing up the right, squatting, and bringing up the left. In the chair, you can lift your arms up overhead and engage your abs. Great. Let's go one more time to the right and last time to the left. All right, guys, bring it down. Fantastic. Okay, let's go into our cool down. Just catch our breath. Get some water if you need it. We're going to go into our stretches, and then we're going to see what we can remember from our memory box. So let's stick that right heel out in front of us. Left foot is on the floor. Big inhale, exhale out over that right leg. Just catch your breath. Let your heart rate come down. And sit up nice and tall. Take that right ankle, cross it just above that left knee. Press your hand on the inside of that right leg if you can, and get a little hip opener. And release. Left heel out in front of you. Inhale, exhale out over that left leg. And sit up nice and tall. Left heel over the right knee. Hand on that leg. And release. Now, so this will be a different stretch than you've normally done before. We're going to get a little stretch into our hip flexor from our chair. So if you can turn to the side of your chair and bring that right knee down, keep that left foot forward, and just push that right foot back, and you can feel a stretch into that right hip flexor. Your hand is on the back of your chair. And if you want it to stand, you can stand and step back with that right foot, drop that right knee, and do your pelvic pivot forward and back and get a stretch into that hip flexor. So either standing or from the chair. Now switch to the left side. Using that chair, the back of the chair to hold on to. Push that left foot back. Tilt that tailbone down and get a good stretch into that left hip flexor. Or stand and press that left heel back and bend that left knee and pelvic tilt forward and back. And release. Great. And sit up nice and tall in your chair. Right arm down, left arm up and over. Reach over to the right side. And up and over to the left. And sit up nice and tall, hands at your chest, and rotate. And release, arms are down, roll your shoulders back. And bring your right hand to your head and gently bring your head to your right shoulder. You guys hold that stretch. I'm just going to adjust something on my computer screen. And then take your left hand to your head and gently bring your head to your shoulder. And release. Okay, guys, here we go. Was in our memory box. I'm sure you guys have gotten them all. So we might be calling them out in different order. So one of them is something we're all used to right now. Very much so right now. Face mask. Great. Another one you might use if your power should go out, or you might have them on a cake. A candle. Another one you might wear while exercising or walking to listen to music or a podcast. Headphones, fantastic. Another one you may find on a desk that will help you put papers together and hold papers together. Stapler, fantastic. And the last thing is something that we normally try to get through our food, keep us healthy. May hear the word supplement associated with it. So if you said vitamins, you got that right. So they're very good, guys. You got all 5 items. Fantastic work. I hope you guys are feeling good, staying active, doing well. Keep it up and enjoy your Labor Day holiday. Take care. See you soon. Bye.